Good morning from Montenegro. Hey, thank you for tuning up Uncle Sam's Travel. Hey, I'm supposed to be going to Ostrog Monastery. I don't know how I ended up in this construction highway. I thought it's supposed to be E762, but it's looked like I have ended up in Partijansky Put and driving this stick-shaped car. Manual. I haven't driven a manual car for a long time, but I think I'm learning it right now. This is my rental car, and the GPS in this car doesn't work. As you see, I'm actually stopped in a gas station and asked them some direction. They told me another 10 kilometers this construction would be, so don't be surprised, drive slowly. After a few minutes drive, I stop on the highway and take this video. Look at this valley, so beautiful, love it. After a few minutes drive, I lost again. It's very difficult because there's no any street sign, there's no highway sign, you don't know where you are. So I have to stop in a gas station, ask them, they barely speak English, so I have to travel another 20 kilometers straight, then turn right. So I'll see, I hope I'll find a place. I have turned right from the highway and got into this tiny, skinny road. It's a little village. I believe this road will bring me to the monastery. I have no idea how far I have to drive. I don't see any car in and out. I feel like scared a little bit, alone. I don't want to be ended up in a nowhere. Hey, there is one car passing. Okay, this makes me feel better. Oh my God, look at this, one sign. First time I have seen a sign giving a direction, Highway 1, but they don't tell you where you are heading to. I have to stop here and ask some direction. There's a little place here, market I guess, and you see behind, I don't understand this. Nothing here in English, So the monastery should be nearby. This tiny highway reminds me those TV documentary, The Dangerously Highway. It's like it's so skinny, it's only one car can pass. There's a tunnel coming up. It looks like pretty skinny, and I do not know if two cars can pass. One car probably need to stop. Oh, there's a car coming. Let me side a little bit, slow down. Okay, here you go. He passed. Driving during rain or even winter icy road, this could be a very dangerous place. The cliff that I'm looking at is so deep, it's at least 4,000 feet above sea level. And if any crash happened here and car fell, it's a forever goodbye. This is very much a zigzag road. Let me read this sign. It seems to be 4,000 meters something coming up. Probably a church. I see those photos. So church probably very nearby. Let's drive. This is a Church of Holy Trinity. It's about 3 kilometer distance to the upper monastery. So there is a two-part, lower and upper monastery. It was built around 1824. Traditionally, the pilgrims walk in a barefoot from here all the way to the upper monastery. That's incredible. This place is so beautiful. I feel like peaceful. Look at this valley. This is incredible. Those are the houses, residence for the monastic people or the people who working here and taking care of the church. I love this art. This is just, you looking around, it tells you the Christianity, the story. Incredible. I love those art. Whenever I go to any church or any holy place, I always feel like peaceful, like I am being protected, The feelings is so great. This church outside has a fruits, it's a fig tree, huge. I never seen a fig so much. And there is a garden. The landscape here is beautiful. I love it. It's a very clean place. Any holy place you visit, there's a set of rules. Some places you cannot go tank top, smoking, dog. You have to have a headscarf. You need to have a long clothing, including men cannot wear even shorts. And today I like to talk about something about controversial about women's clothing. Regardless, it's Muslims or Christians or Jews. Look at this. This is Virgin Mary wearing a headscarf, right? This woman looked like to me Arab Muslim or could be Arab Christian. And this woman looked like somewhere from Asia, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and you cannot tell if it's a Muslim, Christian. It's just their dress. See, this dress of this woman is about the similarity with this woman. No, these women are not from Dubai. These are Orthodox Christian nuns. And this man is a monk or probably a priest. Look at his clothing. It's almost like an Arab clothing, right? Christianity actually born in the Middle East, and that's why traditionally the Muslims and the Christian in the church or the mosque, they wear almost similar clothings. This clothing is basically represent modesty and respect. And I do believe they have every right to practice their religion the way they want to. Since 9/11, the most European countries, they wanted to ban these clothings, including the face covering. France was the first country who banned these clothings, including the face mask. And there was a school student who was expelled from the school because she was wearing a headscarf. French government hilariously told to the public, oh, this is not against Islam. We try to stop terrorism. I have no idea how can you stop terrorism by banning a clothes. As you know, the face mask was banned because they want to stop terrorism. But this COVID-19 pandemic, French government and also a lot of European Union country, they ordered their citizen, you all must wear mask. So what happened? What happened to terrorism? I thought the mask cannot be wear because you need to identify the person because those are terrorists. What I believe that women's rights and their freedom has been taken away by few handful politicians who are racist and bigots. And of course, there is a lot of contribution by the mainstream media. Those are biased people. Those are the biased journalists. You know what? I deeply believe that we should be respectful to each other, loving and compassionate with everyone. There's no doubt that life is beautiful, but there is also a part of life can be miserable because we have been surrounded by lots of bigots and racist, powerful people, and they daily basis, they change people's life, make miserable this world. After parking my car, I am following this sign, going to the upper monastery. This is lots of steps. From the parking lot to this point was about 10 minutes walk. And from here, I do not know how much I need to go up. But this stony, nice steps, I like it. It was a hot day today, almost 40 degrees Celsius. But here, not so much hot because of the altitude and covered with all those big trees. So it's very pleasant. It seems Russian language, but it's not. Is it a drinkable water? I have no idea. And I have no idea why they have it there. Upper monastery. Keep going. Oh, look at this. There's a paved road. Means there is a car can be drive. How come I didn't find this? Okay, that's a monastery all the way up. You see that? It's sticking on the mountain. Probably another 15 minutes going up. Here's another rocky path going up. The last one was 10 minutes. This probably another 10 or 12 minutes. Wear very good shoes and don't come here with high heels. I can imagine this going to the monastery is so difficult. All those paths, all those hiking, all those climbing, you need to do it. And this is 2021. Think about it, 300 years ago. That was impossible to come here. Any enemy couldn't reach. And that was the whole point. to make the monastery, build the monastery somewhere isolated so they can practice their Christianity. Imagine hundreds of years ago, practicing religion was not easy. There was always a group of people try to stop them or kill them. And this is the whole point, that these people try to go somewhere so they can, practice their belief, their faith. Just few minutes ago, I was explaining you about the clothing, about women's clothing, Islamic clothing or Christianity clothing. Even nowadays, this is 2021. Still, we have a politician and a people that who hates you for because who you are, because you are not look like them. So this is nothing new. This has been carried over all the way here, and it probably never gonna go away. Finally I arrived here. Oh my God, it was a lot of climbing. How come here's a parking lot here, and how come I was not able to come here? You know what? I believe they stopped that road, upper level parking. Probably this lot is full. Oh, finally I made it. This is a St. Basil of Ostrog, known as Ostrog Monastery. It was founded in 1665 by a Serbian bishop of Herzegovina. His name was Vasily, I think. He died in April 29, 1671. His body still lied in the glass coffin inside this monastery. And a lot of people said that his body never decomposed. It has been 300 years. Very strange, right? It's a miracle. Each year, approximately 100,000 visitors comes here. This church represents all confessions, such as Catholics, Orthodox Christians, even Muslims, because they believe here some miracle happens. As I mentioned to you earlier, that the lower church, which is a Holy Trinity, is about 3 kilometers away from here. And people in a barefoot, they walk all the way up here because they promised something to God that they want to do that. This monastery was in a fire and is almost totally destroyed during 1923-26. This monastery is reminding me a Greek monastery that I went in Kalambaka, which is like this. You've probably seen also in a James Bond movie. Most Greek monastery, there was no allowed any female. But recently, 5-6 years ago, they allowed women to come in. And I'm not sure about this monastery had the same situation, but I do see a lot of women around here now. April 29, the Orthodox calendar, the St. Basil died. But according to the Georgian calendar, it falls in May 12th, which is to celebrate a feast. Thousands of people come here, and the visitor, they spend an overnight, and they need this blanket, bunk bed. They all offer you. And if you don't have a space here overnight, there's a nearest city you can go, and there is accommodation available. If I'm not mistaken, the nearest city accommodation could be the city called Nikshik and Danilovgard, and you can find there some hotels. Wow, the whole church, the monastery inside, you see these mountain rocks. They carve it inside and made rooms, office, prayer area, and lots of arts here. This is the window. Hey, who knows? Maybe during long time ago they was looking if there is an enemy coming. It is far away from all civilization. Used to be, I mean. Now you have a lot of cities surrounded by. Now I am actually the upper portion of the monastery, the most highest. And look at this beautiful artwork. This painting is fascinating, you know. This painting actually called fresco painting. It was done by a very well-known guy. His name was Master Radol. Fresco paint, basically a watercolor applied on a wet plaster, and you can set it up in a vertical wall or ceiling. It's a lot of hard work though. This highest point is cool. I feel fresh air going on. Look at this beautiful valley. And we are looking from the highest point of this monastery. My car probably parked it somewhere there. Yeah, right, that little town, I guess. And I have to walk all the way up. Must visit this part of this monastery. This is a grapevine and it grows on the rock. Consider it as a miracle because nothing can really grow on this face of this rock. The sky is getting darker, getting cloudy, and I hear some thunders going on. This is probably going to be rain, so I need to heading down right now to my parking lot. Hope I don't get caught by this rain, you know. I don't have any raincoat, no umbrella, and it's almost 20 minutes or 25 minutes walking down to the parking lot. As fast as I can keep going down and not caught by this rain and thunder. I really don't worry about the rain that much, but the thunder in this mountain, it could strike anytime. I'm very glad that I made today to Ostrog Monastery. It is so beautiful, it is so memorable. I usually, when I travel, I always visit some mosque, some church, some temple. That's give me peaceful, give me a lot of experience of people life, their faith. It is very important to know. So traveling, actually very good thing. Traveling give you experience. Traveling teaches you other people, teaches you how to respect. If you don't know other people, travel is the only way to know. Goodbye, Ostrog Monastery. Hope I will visit again. Now outside, a little drizzling, drop of rain, but it's not really heavy. But I have feelings it's going to be heavy rain soon. Yes, as I predicted, there will be heavy rain. So now I'm trying to get a shelter under this bush. It's not even a tree. As much as I can stay dry and stay away from the lightning, the thunder. But you know, it's just beautiful to watching this rain in an isolated area. I'm so hungry. I'm looking for a restaurant. There's only a couple of car parking. Maybe those are the car from the owners of this restaurant. But most restaurants look like closed. Let's see. Oh, there's a honey. Oh, local people, you know. They harvest this honey, look, with almonds, fig, walnuts. Oh, that's good. I wish I could buy and bring it with me, but you know, it's a difficult when you travel. You cannot really buy a big bottle of honey and putting in your luggage. All right, so let's walk a little bit and see if I can find a restaurant. Wow, the thunder going on. I think I need a shelter. I think I found a nice looking restaurant. I like it. I like the way it has set up. A lot of glass, tall windows. You can sit inside and watch outside rain. This is the restaurant name. I do not know what does that mean. The restaurant name is Kanova, Setafieska, something like that, Russian word. I don't know, I pronounced earlier something different because it looked like English words, but it's not. Due to the COVID-19, not so many tourists visiting this place. This is kind of almost cowboy city, like nobody in there. I'm the only customer here. I don't want to drink beer because I need to drive. Rain is still pouring and pouring. I like this town. This is a beautiful town. This reminds me of those Western movie, the cowboys. And look at this, the menu. I'm gonna order some maybe riba. Riba means fish, and that would be right here. Riba, trout, calamari, 300 grams, price 6 to 4 euros. Pretty good. I ordered some fish and some vegetable salads. It was difficult for me to understand. She doesn't speak English. She was asking me if I do speak Russian, and I told her I only know few words like "Привет," "Хорошо," that kind of things. "Как дела?" Actually, Russian language is very sweet and very soft. I wish I could speak. Guys, look, small bottle of Coca-Cola, You don't see in America this kind of glass bottle, we have all plastic and stuff. So, especially in Europe, small country you go and you still see those old-timer Coca-Cola. Tastes a little different. I mean, it's not so strong. I don't know if the Coca-Cola, I heard that it should be same recipe around the world. But I doubt it, because I think some country has a little bit different. Because I know that in the US, there's lots of gas in it, and when you drink it, you feel it in your mouth. This is kind of like a little bit flat. She just opened up in front of me. I hear the pop sound of gas, but not so much. When you're trying, it's not so much feel the gas in your mouth. Hey, the salad look fresh. Onions, goat cheese, olive, tomato. Let's pour some 100% virgin olive oil. Let's put some olive. This tomato is so red color, ripe. I put some black pepper on it, some vinegar, and some olive oil. This is a bell pepper. Some goat cheese, cucumber. Here's some trout fish. My expectation was, when I said trout fish, I was thinking one big fish grilled, but that's not the case. It's a baby trout, 3 of them. Let me show you. This is the baby trout, look. And that is our fish here to eat. Fish is really good. Most of the Europe, you don't see varieties of rice offer in a restaurant. They will be offer you mostly like a bread. And every restaurant, any food you order, most of the time, French fry is all the time attached to it. I wish instead of French fry, fish and rice on the side could be a nice combination. Fries are so big, and there's a huge portion of the fries. Okay, all the 3 baby fish, the baby trout, has been eaten. Well, as you see the skeleton there, taste was not bad. It was pretty good. Yeah, so the owner of this restaurant, she is pretty nice and very friendly. So I finished my food, and I'm going to go ahead and heading to Podgorica. I just hated that construction road need to be passed 10-15 kilometers, that's going to be bumper to bumper. Since this rain is keep going, I think this is the best time to order some hot coffee. I order American coffee, but the American coffee in the Europe is a little different. It's not the same as you drinking in back home. American coffee in back home is like a more water in it, so it means it's not so bitter, but still you can have the good flavor of the beans. But here it's almost like espresso. I do like coffee, but not as strong as this. This is like a kind of, you're drinking not a coffee. It's like in the morning you wake up and you're drinking a whiskey. Oh my God, it's so bitter. I remember when I was in Paris and everybody drink their espresso. It is like fashion. Everybody love it. I don't know how these people drink that espresso. It's so bitter. I like more like American coffee, you know, like more water in it, you know. But of course, the brewing of the coffee has to be much good. But you know, I have a jet lag. The 10 hours plus in Europe. It's probably now nighttime in California, and I still feel sleepy. So your sleeping time get messed up. You know, actually what happened this morning, I wake up like at 4 o'clock in the morning. I open my balcony, it's still dark. And I was hungry. Jet lag usually take you about 3 days at least to get over with it. So this espresso, not really bad. I'm gonna go ahead and drink it like a medicine, you know. Oh my God. Bill is about 27 euros. So she says she is going to bring some change. There was no accept of credit card. In Montenegro, credit card is accepted everywhere. A small coffee shop, every places. And this big restaurant should be also accepted credit cards. However, when she brought the bill and I tried to give my credit card, she said no, only cash. So I believe that any restaurant you enter, make sure you ask first, do you accept credit card? And if not, make sure you have enough local currencies. Okay. It's good that yesterday I cashed some money. If I didn't, think about it. Now I ate everything and I cannot pay the bills. It looks like the rain is slowed down. It's a little bit drizzling, but now is the time to go. I can't wait anymore in here. And finally, I would like to say thank you very much. I really deeply appreciate that you're watching Uncle Sam's Travel. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you have not been subscribed, go ahead do so. I really do appreciate your time and wish you a wonderful day.